Hello, everyone. How is everyone today? Hi, guys. Let me put the heat on. Hi, first timer, soldier. Oh, where's my glasses? I'm talking about. Hi, guys. Let me get my glasses. Hi, everyone. Hi, Shrugs. Hi, Christiana, Toya. How are you? Is this? Oh, okay, I got it. Hi, Mia Pia. Hi, Celeb Hilton. I emailed you. I mailed you. When did you email me, Celeb? Do it again. I don't remember seeing it, so I apologize. Hi, everyone. Hey, Tracy. And I'm at work watching this. Of course you are. No surprise there. How's everyone doing? I'm going to push Periscope back just a little bit. Hey, Stace. Hey, OG. How are you guys? How are you guys? Hi, Tashana. Hi, Betsy. How is everyone? Uh, can't seem to get this stuff right today, so let's push you guys back a little. Hey, dearest, how are you, OG? Hi, Gail, how are you? Hi, Ceylon. Ceylon, I swear I've been meaning to call you back. I'm so sorry, but my intentions are good, and then I forget, so I'm so sorry. So, oh, Stevie Wonder can see this out. Well, the fall is already started, but go ahead. She, OG's like, Stevie Wonder can see this, but go ahead, proceed. Well, the fall has already started. All right, for let me get her name right, because there's been other YouTubers that think it's okay not to pronounce her name right. It's not Linda whatever. It's Linda Fairstein. Sounds wind is blowing in the mic. God have mercy on my soul. Let me see if I turn it down. Maybe that'll help. Nope. All right. I will just be hot and sweaty, but that might be a good thing. All right. She's from my hometown. Yeah. Where's your hometown? Is your hometown New York? Where's your hometown? Upstate New York? Where is it? Uh, so, you're always looking thick. I'm a thick thigh girl. I got them jeans. Thanks, love. First super hard. Thank you. Thanks at Love Light. It's Tracy. Hi. It's Tracy who? Weinstein affiliation, Trump affiliation. You know, this woman is weird at best. Celeb Hilton, Miss Tracy. Hi. Okay. Dominique Kahn connection. I don't know who Dominique Kahn is, but she helped baby rapers. Yes. Yeah, no, I got you. What's happening? So what's happening is New York City is in a lot of trouble. New York City is in a lot of trouble, and I want to see if New York is going to correct the trouble that you're in. Now, what you guys don't know is New York is a corrupt city. Period. I'm sorry. Period. We're not as bad as Chicago, though. I'm native New Yorker, so you can't tell me about my own city. I was there. I was there. All right? I have many people on police force, many retired now. I know things, unfortunately. Like Chicago, but Chicago is still bad. At least New York has tried to clean up their act in the last 15, 20 years. It's remarkably different now in New York City. Remarkably. But between mafia and corrupt cops and politicians like Trump, you know, the triangle, the trifecta, it was really, really bad in New York for years. The 70s were hell. The Bronx was the most messed up borough because the city didn't care about the Bronx. It was bad. Hi, Danelle. So, is the city gonna correct itself? Is New York City gonna do better? Like, New York City, don't be afraid of lawsuits. Let's not be afraid of that. Let's just clear some of these boys. Some of these sex crimes that fell under Fairstein. And she was there until 2002. I believe she was there from 76 to 2002. It's a long time of corruption inside New York City. It's going to cost New York City. It should cost New York City. I don't want New York City to worry about the money. If we've got 5 innocent boys, we got 50 innocent men and boys in New York. Was it a way to round up the Negroes in New York? Do you understand that? Does anybody get that expression? Does it hurt anybody's feelings? Good. I don't care. Psychic Saturdays. They got paid after the fact. After they were proven not to have been anywhere near that crime. That's not the point. Let's not say, well, they got paid. That's not the point. Like, stay sensitive. Stay sensitive with me. Look at it through my eyes. And sometimes just absorb and just listen. You know, we're at a stage in our lives that we don't need help anymore. We don't need help. We want justice and we want fairness. And we want to be able to speak our piece without downplaying it. So the $41 million, they were supposed to get that. They were not supposed to be in jail. And I invite anyone who just understands the bottom line of the money of the $41 million to watch the series. Watch the series and watch what these boys went through and understand that not even $40 million covers it. To be split between 5. And the hell the families went through. And those mamas that knew they were raising good boys and got caught out there publicly. Mamas get caught out there publicly with people like Trump talking bad about their child. Can you imagine the household conversations at that time? Can you imagine the tears from those mothers? Not even what the boys went through. The boys went through hell as they chose not to feed him. But remember, Dylan, who killed up, which one is Dylan? Because there's been so many of them. Was Dylan a school or a movie? He said he was hungry and they fed him McDonald's. They even put a bulletproof vest because they wanted to protect his soul and his life. So no, it's not about the $40 million. That's not the end of the story. The beginning of the story is them looking at our hell. The Jews don't ever want us to forget. Ever. They never want us to forget. We never want you all to forget that we have gone through slavery. That in itself was hell. And we're still going through different variations of slavery. So, let us talk, hear our pain, and just nod. Because it's really, really important that people understand, like New York City, we have to revisit some of these cases. Period. We have to. It's not just 5 innocent boys. There was major corruption in New York City. So, not yelling at anybody, and I hope I didn't come across that way, but I'm adamant about where I stand culturally. All right. Somebody's like, New York City's still corrupt. I would think so. She slept fine. She slept fine. She wrote numerous books. She had no problem sleeping. But you know what, guys? Uranus and Taurus is here. And if you guys haven't noticed some real weird changes that are going on, secrets, corruption is coming to the light. It's no accident that it's after Uranus and Taurus will be here for 6 years. Okay? Uranus and Taurus will fix and reveal and uncover, and everybody has to go through. Will they open new cases? Everybody has to go through their Uranus and Taurus. Everyone. My prayer is that you've already started stepping into your personal changes. Anything that you're stuck at, you will get unstuck. You won't like it when God unsticks you. All right? Anything, any place you're supposed to be, go. Don't resist. Don't resist, because religion said you're not allowed to do it. If there's something you're supposed to do or you want to do, let no group stop you. That's Uranus and Taurus. And work it out. Work it out and struggle to free yourself from any type of bondage. Preach, Tracy. I've been resisting. Yeah, don't resist. Uranus and Taurus won't allow it. And when Uranus and Taurus cracks your resistance, oh my God, it's going to hurt. It's still going to hurt for many people. Tauruses get hit the worst, but when I do my horoscope readings, I notice Tauruses aren't getting hit the worst. Other signs are getting hit really, really bad. Oh, I'm developing the website now, Soldier. Thank you for asking. So, with that being said, my motto is hurt no one. Do what you want, hurt no one. That's my motto. I got hit. Miss Sheena, how did you get hit? Because I know your sign. How'd you get hit? And if you did get hit, learn the lesson. Learn the lesson. Don't fight the resistance. Learn the lessons. Yeah, earth signs, fixed fire, Leo, fixed air, Aquarius, fixed water, Scorpios, we're getting hit the hardest. Everyone else is going to get hit regardless. And you're only going to get hit if you're having problems with resistance. Now, from a global perspective, globally everybody gets hit. So this Fairstein person, perfect timing. Notre Dame burning down with everything that's going on in the Catholic Church, although it was over there, it's still symbolic. Perfect timing. Like structure and order that's normal but corrupt with the pedophile priest. Perfect timing. Things will come crashing down. Nothing will look the same in 6 years. Oh, come get a reading from me. psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. 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 I gotta put the arrow. Let me see if I push it down. All right, but let's not get confused as to why we're here today. We're here to look at Laura Feinstein. We're here to look at New York City. Okay? So, what is around Laura Feinstein? What is around her? She's already started to lose in the public eye. I think, who was it? Cosmopolitan took away an award, whatever. Stupid people for awarding her in the first place. By the way, this is all about racism. It's not about women. It was all about racism, and it was all about racism against black men. So, It's not about women. It's not about the protection of women. It's not about that. No, no, no. It's about pure D racism against the black men. It's not Linda. Linda Fairstein. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm the first one to say her name right, and then I'm the second one to say it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Email me for your own personal reading at psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. All right. And I just want to say thank you for letting me freely speak. I just want to say that. Because even though I'm a public figure, I was born black first. You know? And I can't take away my blackness to make you comfortable anymore. To make any of you comfortable anymore. But we can still all do this together. We can win together. All right? Thank you, guys. All right. What is around Laura Fairstein? No. What is around Linda? What is around Linda Fairstein and New York City? Will they open more cases? In Jesus' name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is when she resigned in 2002, she was forced to resign in 2002. There was a case that was completely botched by her and came back as her not following through on any proper evidence. So in 2002, she did not retire. They asked her to leave. And they asked her to leave, and they asked her to leave quietly. There was something in one of her last cases in the last 5 years that she was there that came back to haunt her. There's something out there where she corrupted the case, corrupted her words, corrupted all of her assistants. Oh, she was fired after that? She was fired. She was still district attorney when they oh. Wow. She tried to fight the knowledge of. She tried to fight it. I think even in that case, if I'm being told it was actually the Central Park 5 case. I'm being told even in the midst of knowledge, because the education behind DNA wasn't that emphatic. Do you understand? Now it's emphatic. Now we can go, nope, DNA doesn't prove it, and everybody throws their hands up. It wasn't quite that way years ago. It's like she got the paperwork and then still sat on it. I'm getting a little confused. After they were exonerated, she was terminated because she was fired, guys. And that's the good part, that New York City could finally say, we have a problem here. What concerns me, though, is that what they left behind was a huge amount of assistants that she trained. All right? Right now, New York doesn't want to look like they're the problem. So New York is being really quiet. All right? The criminal justice system is like, they're not saying they were with her. They're not saying they're against her. They're just being, okay, thank you. Somebody's helping me with this. Okay. Although I don't know what yes means. Okay. New York is being really quiet. They don't want riots. They don't want an uproar. They want to start the healing process now. $41 million was to start the healing process for the boys. But they don't want the movie that came out to begin a whole new series of issues with the people and the police. All right? Because the police are the frontline people. All right? And anger, and if you understand, like, every time something happens, we have DNA history. We have latent memory, right? So every time something happens, we all go back to a slave event. We don't have to be there. Many of us was born with PTSD from slavery. And remember, we never got reparations. The Jews did, the Native Americans did. Oh, damn, I didn't know this. Okay. There are some things, you all act like I know. I don't really know all this stuff. So I'm being told I'm on the right track. Thank you. She was let go after Central Park 5 was exonerated, but she tried to hide it. All right? Did that show up in the movie at all? How much she tried to hide it? I haven't watched the movies yet, guys. I'm petrified to watch it, but I'm going to go and watch it with my family. I'm going to wait until I feel secure to watch it with my family. Okay, so this is New York City, and New York City don't want all eyes on them. New York is like, we cleaned up our act, we did the right thing, we don't want all eyes on us. All right? So that's New York City. Travel, romance, potential, passion, love, spiritual communion. So with the onset of this movie, what we're going to get is much love out for these boys. Much love. There is so many things that many of us didn't know at the time. And Twitter and Facebook, they weren't prominent news media for any of us. Of course she denied the proof. And she still tried to hide it while she was there. Because she knew she was in a lot of trouble at this point. Thank you. Thank you so much, OG. So there's going to be a lot of love for these boys. And you should hear them more and more. You should hear their stories more and more. You're going to hear what they're planning to do with their lives. All right? You're going to be hearing their goals, their aspirations, what they have been doing. You're going to hear some amazing stuff from a very spiritual place. All right? Again, New York City wants to keep the balance. New York is like, no, we did the right thing, and we're not talking about it. Do you know what I mean? Has anybody heard anything from New York City? Anybody in New York City? Any mayor? Any district attorneys at the time? Since the movie has come out? No, because they don't want to. They don't want to talk. Oh, okay. So I'm being told that in the movie, they touched on a little bit about her corruption, about what she knew, and about how she was not going to back down. They stayed on it a little bit. But she stayed like a piece of crap to the end. Okay? However, New York, it ignites passion. So you will, eyeing all this stuff in the last episode. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, you're seeing all this stuff in the last episode. It's talking in code to me. New York will begin to have problems. New York will begin to have problems, period. End of story. And the problems that New York is going to have is going to last. New York, there's a break in your emotional responsibility for these boys and for other cases. New York, you were dead wrong. You were dead wrong. You were dead wrong in so many instances for these 5 boys. Thank you. Spirit ain't never wrong. These 5 boys and this movie by, who is not proud of Ava? Let me tell you something in terms of cultural biasness, right? And why it was so hard for us to get into the media, right? When the powers that be said, nobody wants to hear a black story. Nobody's gonna buy it. Nobody's gonna want to talk about black stories, black histories, right? And then John Singleton came out and told a story from his eyes. And other people came out and told stories. And then Ava came out with this story. It's so nice to get it from a direction from someone who is black, African American, African, from her original DNA. It is so lovely to receive it from a very comfortable place. Spike Lee, and especially like Spike Lee and the sexual movement, like for him to open that up for us, because we weren't looked at as sexual beings. I think we've gone overboard, but it was still a time when we weren't looked at as, vivacious women that love sex. Sorry. Not to be taken advantage of like they did in slavery. That's not what Spike Lee showed us as. He showed us as women that can have more than one boyfriend. Sorry. Sucks to be you. Any of you. Religious you. Sorry. So it's nice. Like if you don't get it, maybe you can't ever get it. But when a Spanish person tells a story about Spanish history, the Latina tells a story about Latina history, Latinas wake up. They're loving to see themselves on TV. It is so comforting to have someone tell my story that's my color. Any degree of my color. I don't have a color issue. Any degree. I'm loving Ava DuVernay. I'm loving her. I'm proud that she's with us. I'm proud that she's here today. Everyone has a purpose. And her purpose, through film, through producing, it's a gift. It's a gift that she's giving to us. So let's grab that gift and let's support her. Let's support our people. There's going to be passion. Passion's ignited in New York City. Chains have to get broken. Period. Chains have to get broken. Okay? Karma. Oh my God. I didn't expect this. I expected it. Karma. Linda, karma. Period. Linda, karma. Karma. I feel like karma is going to come through 3 mothers. I think the mothers are going to speak up. I think this is a female issue from a mother's perspective. I think mothers are going to talk. Of the Central Park 5. there's more coming out from this movie. What's the name of the movie, guys? How They See Us? When They See Us? I apologize, When They See Us. Was a hard movie to watch. I hear it was hard. Let me turn this. This is not what I need to. It's somebody else. When They See Us. How do you all see us? Do you get the title? Do you know what the title means? When They See Us? Do you understand that? Very sensitive title. Even the title was perfect. Just perfectly said. Right? You get it. Yes, Quiet Storm. I get it. When They See Us. Hey, Skylar. This is the magician, but this, I believe, represents God. This is the tables have turned. Ironically, in the magician, in my deck, there's a storm brewing. There's a storm brewing. So, if this movie has a infinite change on corruption and on black culture. Not the boys being exonerated. Not the $41 million settlement. This movie will change everything. So I do want to say to everyone, because I learned this as well. It is too hard to watch. Watch it anyways. Take the time to watch it anyways. This is a story that can be told over and over and over again in every single state. This is so many cases. It's really about the Central Park Five. I hear you when you say it's too hard to watch. I invite you to fight to watch it. It is our responsibility to watch it, and if we don't watch it, and if we don't face our past, we continue with how we look at our future. So please watch it. All right. Seems to me like there's more monies out there. Seems to me like there's more monies out there, more money coming. Seems to me like there's more money coming. Are they allowed to sue her? Anybody? Are they allowed to sue her? Because there's monies out there. I see her broke or filing for bankruptcy. I even see her willing to negotiate to settle some finances. I believe that Fairstein will not be able to live the rest of her life in the U.S. I believe she has to go to another country. Oh, they have a lawsuit pending from the state. Well, how long is that going to take to settle? Because there's a lot of money out here. And it's not 40 million. It might come in a... What, they have another... then who settled the first part of the state? Who settled the first part of the case? That wasn't the state? Well, in any case, there's more money out there. It comes in a form of $80 million this time. It's really, really big money. I also feel like they may have tried to settle another part of this case for nothing, for like $100,000. And at some stage, I feel like someone white was like, oh, hell no, we're not doing that. No, we'll sit on this. All right? Somebody was like, nope. I feel like they tried to get away with something, like they wanted to settle this. They tried to get away with something by not allowing them to ever tell their story. They actually just wanted these boys to just walk away. They wanted to pay them and then wanted them to walk away. They couldn't because they got paid, but I feel like something was in that contract, or if something was in that contract, something was missed in that contract. But I feel like they weren't allowed to tell their story, or that was part of the conditioning, and somebody was like, no, we'll walk away from the deal. Um, does anybody know anything about that? Did they try to shut them up? It was against the city. They have another lawsuit against the state. I see. I see. Oh, that's making sense now. This was against New York City. That's what the reading is on. The reading's on New York City, but they also had something against the state. Why is the state taking so long to pay? The state is taking too long to pay. There was some sense of cover up with the state too, at some point. Somebody wanted to just sit on it. Somebody found this and just wanted to sit on it, or didn't want this they didn't want this revelation, and maybe that's somebody from the state. They will get much more from the state. I also feel like they're in agreement and talks now to finish this. All right. There is somebody sneaky having conversations with them, but my moral compass is what's going to win them over. And I also believe this movie is going to get the state to finish this. Judge Gillian, is that a man or woman? Is that a man? And when you say something like, give me a little bit more, and the men are always innocent. Man, okay, and Judge Gillian, is he one of those people from the state that just took the file and tossed it for a while? He's the one that sentenced the kid. Oh. Supreme Justice in the state of New York. Guy, he died. Well, let's look at that. Will she get prosecuted? She made a mint off these boys. First of all, boys, y'all need to go after her for monies too. Like, there should be a lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. Will she get prosecuted? She's gonna file for bankruptcy. Watch. Will she get prosecuted? I want to say that 3 women, 3 mothers are coming after Feinstein. I don't know if legally they can, or maybe legally they can, because when these boys were prosecuted, they were prosecuted underage, which gives the parents rights, I think. Does that make sense? Will she get prosecuted? Show me, Father God. Will she get prosecuted? Because I see her running away. And I see her going to another country. Does anybody know where her history is from? Where her parents are from? By the way, how racist does she look? She looks so racist to me. Right. I know, I understand that. I'm saying I feel like some mothers can go back and sue her because at the time, the parent should have been involved. So that's why I feel like women are coming after Feinstein. Like, I know what happened. I'm just saying, now that they've been exonerated, the boys can definitely sue. I just see 3 moms going back in as well. No, I think New York City doesn't want this. I don't think New York City wants this on their plate. So I think New York City is gonna let things come up and then settle it. Let things come up and then settle it. New York City wants to look amazing in this scenario. So I think there's gonna be potential. All right. Is she gonna go to jail? Will she get prosecuted? A lot of people are in this. A lot. One of the five boys has the best case. I don't know what I mean by that, guys. One of the five. No, the lawsuit was with the city. I'm talking about her as an individual. I'm asking, can she be sued? Stay with me, guys. No conflict. Stay with me. Will she get prosecuted? Is the next question. First of all, let's start with yes, she can be prosecuted. Second of all, let's look at the fact whether or not the city wants to create drama out of this prosecution. They don't want to create drama. All right? They have her down as a complete and utter liar, but there's many, many people involved. There's this woman, there's this man, there's another woman, there's this man, there's this man. A lot of people involved. I have a funny feeling, if you guys don't mind me saying, I have a funny feeling that her own assistant, Corey Weiss, has the best case. Ah, thank you. One of them, this is maybe the one that got treated really, really bad, really coerced. Um, she worked with a lot of assistants. Her own assistants knew how corrupt she was. She had a history of corruption. It was almost like, yeah, you don't want to get that prosecutor. You get that prosecutor, you lose, right? It was a power trip. One of the many people that she had come to train, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will rat on her. 5 will rat on her. 5 will tell how even they were forced to say something or to write something. 5 want to come clean. 2 women, 3 men. They just want to come clean. And 5 of them want to talk. 5 of them are done. They want to talk. As long as they get immunity to just say which cases were corrupt, 5 of them want to talk. I think okay, listen to me, guys. Now it's all making sense. All right. This case is not just about the Central Park 5. This case is about her tenure. They don't want to lock her up just for the Central Park 5. They know there's more out there. The city has covered up the fact that there are more cases out there of innocent people. They're deciding how to look at those cases that she has helped put innocent people in jail. She will not go to jail right away. They are going to review her cases. They are going to review her lies. And not until they get enough people talking and admission from the inside, from her inner circle, will they then move forward with prosecution. They're going to build a case around her. Right. So, she helped silence a case against Harvey Weinstein, and she was part of the decision not to prosecute Dominique Strauss-Kahn. And then to top it off, it was Glamour magazine awarded her Woman of the Year. Glamour, you should go out of business. And I'm serious. Because it wasn't a woman thing. Like, ultimately, this was never about the Central Park rape. Ever. Y'all lost the whole purpose of trying to find who did this to this woman. It was never about her rape. It just wasn't. In the long run, it was about putting innocent boys in jail. Their mothers were Women of the Year at 1 year, Chalmer. I'm telling you, 3 of them have a really good case, and 3 mothers are going to go after something. I don't know who, what, where, I don't know. I don't think Trump was in cahoots. I think Trump was a public figure that should have shut his mouth. All right? I think he thought it was okay to speak on something he had no business speaking on, which is why I come back to racism. Because when he talked, it was emphatically said. And he called them poor boys' names. And Twitter needs to take his account down now. Oh, he took out ads. Yeah, he purposely fanned the flame, but Chalmer, it was in coordination with Linda. There were no accidents. They wanted to make sure that white folks were flared up. They wanted this to go easy because they knew these boys didn't do it. So Trump came along, Linda Fairstein, they talked, they made it a public spectacle. No accidents. Yeah, but Psychic Saturdays, something tells me she's been doing this from jump. Like, she's like, when you look at her now, you see racism. So it's her. But you know what I got, actually? I'm going to tell you something. Can anybody find out if she ever dated a black man in her teens? Something like that? Something. Early college years. Because she has retaliation because of something that was done to her. I heard Felicity was in that. Oh. Did it redeem her for the college scandal? Did it redeem her? I think that Linda Fairstein had sexual relations with a black person. I think that she did not get what she wanted. And I think she's always been mad at black men since then. Oh, so Felicity is redeemed? Because my heart just goes out to her with that whole college thing. I mean, it just does, but she's owning it. She's paying the price. She's not like the McLaughlin girl. Ugh, what a trifling woman that is with a trifling children. At least Felicity's like, yeah, I did it. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, Felicity had to say, yeah, I did it. Because this movie was coming out. I bet she called Ava and was like, listen, I'm in so much trouble. How do you think I should plead? Like, this is the trouble. And I think Ava was like, girl, now, you can't play innocent, and this movie's coming out, which is going to be everything. Do you know what I mean? I think there were some conversations about Felicity just, because she pleaded too fast, right? Because McLaughlin is still saying not guilty. Felicity was like, I'm guilty, let's get this over with. Right? Felicity and her husband are smart people. Felicity Huffman, is that her name? You know, Desperate Housewives. Her husband is shameless. No, no, Destiny. What are you talking about? Her mom. How did her mom get into this? Her. Somebody check. She plays Linda. You hate Linda more, but you love Felicity for doing such a good job hating Linda. Listen to me. Somebody check. Dig, dig, dig. Get dirty. Come on. Black journalist. Come on. She had a history with a black man. I'm telling you. And he dropped her. And she's hated black men ever since. Where is she born and raised? Oh, this is going to kill me now. There's something here. I'm telling you. She's not likable. But is Felicity, hold on. So we got to, what's her, Wikipedia? Linda Fairstein. Where is she born and raised? Where's her Wikipedia? She's from New York. Mount Vernon. Does anybody know Mount Vernon? It's full of black folks in Mount Vernon. Come on. There's somebody in her history. No, she's born in Mount Vernon though. There's something in her history with a black man. Sounds like a song. You're from Mount Vernon? Come on. There's something there. Find her yearbook. Do some research. Talk to the people from her high school. Come on. She dated a black man. She went to Vassar. She went to the University of Virginia. Then she went to Virginia School of Law. I'm telling you. Listen, did anyone suspect Barbara Walters of dating a black man for years? Did you suspect? No. No. She dated a black man. I'm telling you. Ugh, very ugly over the years. Very ugly. You know, very ugly over the years. You know, I have to tell you, when you do dirt, it does show up because she is very, very ugly over the years. Like, just disgustingly ugly. All right. Y'all ain't got to believe me. Y'all know something's going to come out. Some black man's going to come through and he's going to be like, yeah, I dated her. Aging like an avocado. It does look like. Yeah, she looked like an avocado. No, was surprised to hear it. All right. Will she go to jail? Will she get prosecuted? I want to say she is afraid right now. One kid has the best case. She's going to want to leave the country, though, right? She was born here, so I don't know where her ancestors are from. Will her book deal stop? Yes. Yes. Not that she's actually making money from the book deals right now, but she has made money over the years. But the selling of these books will not be able to stay with the publisher, that particular publisher that I think has all her books. There is definitely a legal case coming. The legal case is coming from this same man I saw before. So this is someone in the past that has so much history, and he comes back up again. They want to take her money from her personally. I hope that happens. Because here's the thing. It's not about getting money from her. It's about her Simon and Schuster. Simon and Schuster. You have a responsibility now. You have a responsibility to stop selling these books. You have a responsibility. And if you don't take the responsibility, you can get protested. Do not think, Simon and Schuster, that your company can't close down. Banks close every day. All right? Investment firms have closed down. Trust me, you can close down. Movie studios have closed down. All right? Don't make us come for you. OG's like, people already don't read. Exactly. Exactly. You're probably on the verge of closing anyway. Exactly. Oh, I'm thirsty. You know, to be honest with you, someone in Simon and Schuster also knows some authentic truth here. Someone in Simon and Schuster has a history and conversations and documentation with this woman, particularly concerning the case where she confessed something or she put something in writing and then it was changed to make it look better. Simon and Schuster, you might be able to be sued as well. I'm telling you, I see lawsuits all over the place. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful thing. I see lawsuits. I see Simon and Schuster even being sued uh, because of this case. I don't know who's going to sue because I'm tired of dissecting. But because of this case, a lawsuit is coming to Simon and Schuster. All right? They will freeze up. They will freeze up because there's something in that book about these boys where the truth was said and it kept having to get tweaked. There were 3 different versions before the final came out. Simon and Schuster, you all benefit off the backs of these poor boys. Hey boys, hey mothers, sue them. Send this to their mamas. Sue them. Seriously. Karma. Karma shows up again. They're already thinking about what they can do. They're already thinking about it collectively, separately. Karma shows up. 3 different entities will go down. All right? 2 big ones, 1 small one. The city is still responsible. The state, I'm hearing, will definitely have some responsibility. And this could be Simon and Schuster. And they're willing to charge now. Like, even after they got the 41 million, it was like, oh, okay, thanks. But now it's like, now they're mad. Now they're like, shit, this happened to me. Yeah, Psychic Saturdays, I feel like the mothers somehow, 3 moms can get in there as well. Or want to get in there. Because you know how some moms are like, I'm done, I'm tired. And then you got some moms that are like, let's sue this person, let's sue that, I've never forgotten. There's one, who's that mother that screamed at them like, give me my child? Who's that mother? No amount of money is enough. So let's do it. Thank you. That's my point. Like, let's just do this. Who's that mother? Those mothers lost jobs? Fighting with their children? Damn it. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, yes. Piece of shit. They became piranhas. The mom, Yusef mom. Can the mothers actually sue? Yes. Listen. Here's the point I'm trying to make. The mothers, 3 moms are going to step into this game. 3 of them. I'm hearing that they lost jobs. 3 of them will step in. Can they sue Trump? Oh, I would love that. Can they sue Trump? Hold on, let me do a quick check. Can they sue Trump? Can I sue Trump? Email me for your own personal reading at psychictraceybrown yahoo.com. That's TRACEY, psychic, TRACEY, brown at yahoo.com. Can they sue Trump? Ten. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a final outcome, right? So as a final outcome, they have other people that they need to sue. There's a woman here. There's another woman here. Female, female. It's not about the money, guys. They're not suing because of money. Get the whole picture. It's never going to be about the money at this point in the game. The Eight of Wands is also a yes card, but I actually got a resounding yes. Oh my God, this is going to be beautiful. I get a man here. And I get, yes, they can sue. Yes, they can sue. But it's a trek up there to sue. It's a trek. So, I think you will hear about suing 1 year from now. I think it will be November of 2020. The DA was a woman. Oh, is she a woman right now? Because I get two women here. Yes, they can sue in November of 2020. Thank you, Chama. Thank you. Because here's what I'm trying to say. November of 2020, because between now and November 2020, there's so much that's coming out with Trump. There's so much exhaustion just in the political realm, right? And he is going to be spending a lot of money just defending anything in the presidential realm. Once he becomes a citizen, comes back to being a citizen, they can sue him. So yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. And by the time they come for the jugular, it's like he's exhausted at this point. Yeah. In a weird kind of way, with everything that Trump is going to be going through between now and election, in a weird kind of way, this lawsuit coming for Trump is going to be the end all. It's going to be the pinnacle of everything. Conjunction of Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in 2020, reformation of leadership, law, and old systems. Thank you for that. But good point, Tiny. Let's make sure we all get out and vote. Okay? Get out and vote, everyone. Get out and vote. Vote. Register now to vote. Thank you for the super heart. Register now to vote. Do not wait till the last minute. African American women and men, please come out. We did not come out for Hillary, and that was all about, women issues. I know black women that didn't vote for Hillary. I know black men that didn't vote for Hillary. We can't have the non-voting this year. I don't care who you vote for. I do care. Don't vote for Trump. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah. But please, seriously, please register and vote. Seriously. And the conjunction is still going to have the energy of the eclipse on it. At-home ballots are super easy and mail-ins. Who's Jill? Charmer? All right, guys, are you good? I should have a reading right now. Why didn't she call? Okay. Are you guys good? Ooh. Please vote. Jill Stein in the last election? No mailings get lost in the mail. I'm not going to tell people not to mail in. Some old, elderly can't get out. When's the next Candle Magic? So we're going to hold off, Miss Sheena. We might be able to get one more in June. Maybe one more in June. We're going to go retrograde in July until August 6th. I think it's July 7th through August 6th. We're going to go retrograde. We don't do anything during the retrograde in terms of magic. However, during the retrograde, if you have a business you want to start, if you want to start a school, this is the time to think about your steps so that you could just move forward with it after the retrograde. Do not sign any contracts if you can help it during the retrograde. If you can help it. Mercury retrograde. But actually, I think there's going to be, did I hear all the planets will be retrograde in the summer? But retrograde is different with many other planets. Mercury retrograde can be a little problematic. All right, guys, who loves you? I don't know why my 3 o'clock's not calling. Who loves you? Email me for your own personal reading at psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. Bye, guys. Thank you for letting me do this. Thank you, guys. Bye.